What's up, guys? Today I decided to hop online and play a little UFC 3. As you can see, I am absolutely terrible with a record of 3 wins, 9 defeats. Little background information on me with video games. I haven't played any video games in like a year and a half up until 3 days ago. And 3 days ago, I saw a bunch of people talking about this game. I actually had this game from like 2 years ago, but hadn't played it in like a year and a half because I haven't played video games in a year and a half. And decided to get a 1-month online membership with PlayStation and give it a shot. So here we frickin' go. In this fight, I'm Tyron Woodley fighting Masvidal. I'm pretty sure the reason why a couple people are picking Masvidal is simply because of that 3-piece and a soda from that thing with Leon Edwards. And of course, he knocked out Darren Till, which was somewhat shocking to most of us. I also just finished watching UFC Nashville, and gotta say that I was shocked with that one too. Good old Wonder Bread kind of didn't do what he was supposed to do and got knocked the fuck out. So yeah, lots of surprises. Kind of happy to see Big Pretty there, Justin Willis, get just destroyed by Curtis Blades. That was good to see with all the crap that he was talking about making a new division for him. It's like, shut up, man. Anyway, Wyatt, now you shut up and let's actually watch this fight. So I'm Tyron Woodley, as I said. I really struggle in this game with guys that pressure you. Don't exactly know why. One of the things I've noticed is that when you land a strike, it actually depletes your opponent's stamina, even if it hits the block. So counter-striking is basically useless in this game because the reason for counter-striking, at least in the last game, was to preserve stamina and strike less and wear your opponent out, which doesn't really work in this one. So yeah, I'm kind of at a loss in this one for the most part, and that's part of the reason why I'm terrible. But yeah, so just trying to land a few shots and kind of get out of the way, which is kind of how I've always fought in any kind of fighting game in the past. Obviously a little out of practice with a year and a half off, but hey, that's okay. And stamina is another thing I've noticed is super important in this game. But yeah, it wasn't going too well. I mean, it's nice fighting guys that at least suck at least close to as much as you, so that's always nice. And guys, if you want to play me, for sure, just comment down below and we can set something up. My gamer tag, or whatever you call it, is Triton2929, as you can see in the top left right there. So yeah, let me know and you can beat my ass, no problem. But yeah, so you can see here I'm opened up and bleeding all over the place, kind of getting my ass beat. Head health is pretty low if you look up in the top left there. But I get the takedown, so hopefully we can do something with that. Flips over here, and I'm just trying to hold this position, because again, in the last game and most fighting games, stamina matters a lot. So as you can see in the top right, this guy has no stamina. So this thing is obviously over, because I'm almost full stamina. Tyron Woodley's a decent submission artist, and yeah, he's not getting out of this. So anyway, on to the next one. But in the meantime, back to that Stephen Thompson KO. Can you guys believe that Fat Pettis did that? Oh shit, I didn't get it. Never mind. See, I do suck. But Fat Pettis, I mean, Fat Pettis is going to knock you out, but Tyron Woodley can't knock you out? That's just ridiculous. Anyway, reverse him here. Elbow, dead. Hell yeah. So 6 seconds left there in the second round. Oh yeah, by the way, this fight started in the second round. I kind of missed that. I didn't know how to record this properly, so I just kind of missed the first round. So whoopsie on my part. This one's the exact same thing. It starts in the third round. I was just avoiding this guy because this guy was throwing all kinds of spinning shit. So as you can see, he has no stamina and I have almost completely full stamina. So if I lose this, I'm basically horrendous. Anyway, body kick there, jab, missed that shit. Head kick, and he's dead. Hell yeah. So that one went well. So I'm showing you the wins, but guys, obviously with a 3-9 record, I suck, okay? Don't mistake it. I'm not good at this game at all. Let's try to talk about Pettis one more time. In this one, I'm also Woodley, so it's basically the same matchup, Woodley versus Masvidal. But yeah, I can't believe that heavy Pettis, with that one shot, completely knocked out Stephen Thompson cold. Like, it wasn't even like when he got dropped by Woodley. It was just, he was out. It was over. Very gracious in defeat, though, there for Thompson. Was just I don't know, almost happy-go-lucky afterwards and congratulatory towards Pettis. And I wonder what happens next with Pettis. Because you look at the top of the welterweight division and he has no chance. Like, imagine him versus Kamaru Usman. Like, that's not something we need to see. That's a bloodbath, a beatdown, and Pettis is going to, if he even survives to the third round, it's going to get extremely ugly. Basically the same thing with Colby. But he could compete for sure with those guys that are smaller, like RDA, although RDA completely massacred him previously as well. So let me know below what you think should be next for him. Or should he just drop all the way back down to featherweight? Because this guy just seems to be playing Russian roulette with weight classes, so who the hell knows. In this fight here that we're actually watching right now, I'm getting pressured, and as I said before, I suck with pressure, so wasn't really going too well. Trying to find openings to throw punches, really couldn't. This guy was just kind of massacring me. Finally throw a head kick, and it's not even close. So, yeah. There's not much to say about this one other than I'm getting my ass beat, but maybe there's a comeback. I mean, why else would I post the video, right? But yeah, just trying to kind of find my shots here. Jab hook seems to work well. I also found, because jab straight worked well in the first UFC game, and I thought, okay, maybe I can just use that all the time, but in this one, they literally do no damage, so that's not really the move. As you can see here, he has no stamina, got him in side control, should be able to finish the fight, but of course, I suck, so he takes side control back and gets on up. So yeah, that didn't go too hot either. But yeah, so I kind of had him hurt, not hurt, but close to hurt, like lower health, which is good if you're me. So looking for the finish here, and it's probably too late now anyway. Now he's back to the pressure game. Almost got that takedown, not quite, unfortunately. And he just continues to pressure, and I continue to have absolutely no clue what the hell I'm supposed to do. Going for some body shots there, and he's not even pressuring forward, really. He's just better than me. So, yeah. I don't really know what more there is to say. Going back to UFC Nashville, I missed almost all the fights in that card, not gonna lie. I heard Macy Barber got a finish. Figueiredo lost for the first time in his career. I did see the end of that one, and that looked like a fairly overall dominant performance by him. But yeah, so I think it was a pretty overall good night of fights, and obviously that main event was madness. And I really like the co-main, because Justin Willis is he's a piece of work. So I just got rocked here, but managed to survive that round. Definitely lost that round, but survived that round. So, as I hinted at before, maybe there's a comeback coming. We'll have to wait and see. What else is there to talk about in UFC right now? Adesanya versus Gastelum. That should be a good one. I personally think that Adesanya should win fairly easily, but I mean, I thought that Wonder Bread would win pretty easily as well, but he got toasted. So you never really know, and that's kind of what makes the sport so special, at least to me. But yeah, I kind of see Adesanya being able to stuff takedowns from Calvin. Calvin kind of thinking that he's either going to clinch up with him or take him down, and then kind of realizing that that's not really going to work against Adesanya. Maybe have underrated him a bit, or the holes that he thinks he can find in his game don't really work on fight night. And I kind of just see Adesanya piecing him up. But in my personal opinion, I think Adesanya he's just been in a lot of wars outside of the UFC. So you see his kickboxing matches, he's been knocked out before. I think he's a lot more chinny than Thompson, and we just saw what knocked out Thompson tonight. Or yesterday for when this video is actually posted, I suppose. But yeah, so Calvin could for sure knock out Adesanya, but I see that being a fairly dominant performance. All right, back to this thing. Got him rocked here. Is this the comeback story? Is it Rocky 3? Is he going to come back and get the finish over Clubber Lang? Oh, now I'm freaking rocked. And it's over. No comeback. And then the disrespect. Terrible. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Tragic ending. So sad.